following presentation of the NBA.
All right, everybody. Now we are playing NBA 2K25.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. And tonight it'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Draymond Green. Derrick Rose is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Randall in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Thunder, Gilgeous Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Caruso in at the three, the small forward. The Timberwolves will get the first possession. Now here's Rose. Driving the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. So, Greg, a marquee matchup here tonight. Two of the NBA's best teams with some of the best players.
And it's bound to be a fun one, right? There is elite talent on the floor. In this kind of a powerhouse matchup, both teams are looking to make a statement.
And Randall throws it down.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
And here's Gilgeous Alexander outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, he is looking confident. I love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Anunoby finds Rose. Yep, that one goes.
With his bounce and body control, easy to see why Rose is aggressive there.
Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Pass to Gilgeous Alexander. A three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running in the first quarter.
And Rose wide open. He shoots. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Dort kicks to Gilgeous Alexander. Over Rose. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And hard to blame the defense there. I mean, I just love how focused Gilgeous Alexander is no matter who's on it.
Dort against Edwards. Tipped away. And now, here's Gilgeous Alexander, the fast break chance.
This is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their
14-6.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Back to Green. Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
They get it back. Out to the right wing. Caruso finds Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. On the wing, Gilgeous Alexander. Embiid. And a quick assist by Gilgeous Alexander as that one goes in.
And it's a solid play out of them that time.
Randall outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Randall's got 5 points so far.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. This guy's a dangerous scorer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Shea Gilgeous Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Julius Randle. Jalen Williams is out there with Jaden McDaniel. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Rose again at the point.
This is SBA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
DiVincenzo with a nice touch on the inside shot. Boy, he really knows how to make it work at close range.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit.
26-17.
Much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you.
Incredible things from Gilgeous Alexander, making a tough shot look easy.
The pass to DiVincenzo. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They got to get a hand in the face.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups and matchups or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Wallace is checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. OG Anunoby comes in for McDaniels. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. At the elbow, Randall. Here's Edwards. Williams with the block. Gilgeous Alexander passes to Wiggins. And Gilgeous Alexander the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. Gilgeous Alexander's got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder. Here's Rose. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Rose plays with an angry physicality, which is really hard to match up against.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Draymond Green is checked in for Jalen Williams. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Pass to Wiggins. On the wing, Gilgeous Alexander. Bucket is good. Gilgeous Alexander's got 33.
And he had a good look. And Gilgeous Alexander made it pay off.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his first free throw of the game. 84%.
That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, we've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just standing the plane.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's Oklahoma City, 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. The guys weren't attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander led the way in the first half. He had 35 points and 1 assist. It was a return to form for him tonight after struggling in their last half. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
Three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Trying to jump and dive by the street. Tonight, they're living and they're living good, baby.
Kenny, let's get your input on the Timberwolves.
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up. My man, you could say, hand down, man down. Oh, we got to get him some help.
That pretty much covers everything. Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joe, what up?
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Alex Caruso out there with Hartenstein, and it's Embiid in the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's it. Greg Popovich starts the second half.
And it's Thunder 40,
Rose kicks to
the
Green.
Timberwolves 24.
Back to Rose from past the arc. Unable to get that one.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and this came up short on the triple.
Hartenstein passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Again, the Thunder score. Gilgeous drawing fouls, Clark into the line, all part of the game. But do you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, one, guys flopping to draw fouls, and then two, whining when fouls aren't called.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's an 18-point game. Here's Rose. It's deflected. There's Embiid. Dort against Edwards. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Rose with some nice deep. Poke loose. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Caruso kicks to Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The 17-footer goes down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 42 in the game.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten him into the hole.
So the Timberwolves call their first time out. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
You can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alexander Walker comes in for Alex Caruso. Jason Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And yes, it's good. DiVincenzo's got 7.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
The shot's good from Alexander Walker. And the Thunder lead by 20 for Minnesota. They've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
Launches it, and he's good on the 3 ball. Alexander Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
49-28.
This is how you come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Draymond Green is out there with Anunoby. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Outside, George. On the wing, Wiggins. Pass to Hartenstein. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Stolen by McDaniels. And here they go. Anunoby, no good. The Thunder leading by 21. Pass to Dort. Now Hartenstein. McDaniels defending.
Wow.
To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle comes in for Draymond Green. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Mike Conley. Joe finds Caruso. From deep three-point land, Randle grabs the board. Timberwolves trail by 19.
Randall, inside D. Inside D.
Here's Anunoby, and it's blocked. From deep three-point land, Caruso, no good.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're up by 16. 125 left in the fourth. And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
And, you know, this would be a big victory for them. They came out and executed their game plan, and what a huge win for the Thunder.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
It's stolen by Randall. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
When Rose is attacking, guys, I mean, the defense has to act. He puts them on their heels.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
Good on both.
41-55.
Now the Thunder with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's good, 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 50 points.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill,
Oklahoma City Thunder win.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. There was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K.
And so everybody love this video. So enjoy. Hope everyone has a good night. Sleep well.